Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica, and one of my dearest friends is getting married, which means I'm a bridesmaid for the first time in my life. She's having a bachelorette party at the beach, and the theme is Last Splash. We always talk about living out our mermaid fantasies, so what do you give a mermaid bride? Embellished accessories. So let me show you how I made them. My inspiration came from the Pinterest board that the bridesmaids share, so shout out to the girls. I think pearls are the perfect embellishment for this project. They come from the sea, so my goal is to transform a handheld mirror, a brush, and a trinket box. I love making gift baskets, so I found this super cute flower girl basket on Amazon. The handle is made of pearls and there are cute white bows on the sides. I end up gluing the tail ends of the bows to the bottom of the basket just so it looks more uniform because the packaging messed them up. The accessories I chose are flat and have minimal designs, so no hard edges because we want it to be smooth for application. I also like this light brown color. I think it almost mimics sand. This mirror though is almost as big as my head, so it did not fit in the basket, but you can fit more seashells on it, which adds more character. Sticking with the classic theme, I chose a vintage style jewelry box that's made of glass so you can see what's inside. Also, the hexagon shape is just so unique, it definitely gives bridal. In order to make the accessories beach themed, I got this seashell set because one of the reviews said that the shells smelled like the ocean, so I had to test it out, obviously, because they're natural seashells. It comes with 15 types of shells in all sizes, all shapes. I chose this one because it had a starfish, scallops, cones. The bride's favorite color is pink, so I made sure to stick with neutral tones to complement the pink shells. This is a kit of 1300 white flat-back pearls. It comes in 8 different sizes with 2 mini tubes of B7000 crafting glue and tweezers. I got an extra pack of the pearls in one size, and goop, which is a crafting glue dupe. Essentially, it's the same formula to act as a filler. Okay, now you get the vibes. It's time to map out the seashells to get an idea of what I want the final results to look like. I found it easier to apply the glue directly onto the surface, then hold the seashells and the pearls for a few seconds. The instructions for the glue say that it takes about 48 hours to reach maximum strength, so you will need to let these sit out for a little bit. I kind of found it hard to pick up some of the seashells and place them where I wanted them to be, so I used the natural tweezers on my hands, aka my nails, instead of the tweezers that came with the kit. So if you're okay with having glue on your fingers, it doesn't burn your skin or anything, then I'd recommend just doing a majority of it by hand and sticking to using the tweezers for the pearls. Once you're done with the seashells, you'll have a nice base to start embellishing the rest of the accessories with the pearls. This part is pretty self-explanatory. I just place the pearls randomly by section and then try to fill in any gaps that you can see. I like to use a variety of sizes on the front and the back. I think it looks so much nicer that way. Embellishing is the perfect hobby to multitask with, so you can watch your favorite TV shows, movies, or listen to audiobooks, which has been my favorite thing to do. I've challenged myself to finish at least one book a month. So far, I've been impressed by how quickly I've been able to get through my book list and watch list. For example, I watched almost all 4 seasons of Traitors while doing this project alone. I discovered that this is such a rewarding project for a diligent person, which in my case pairs up with my perfectionist trait, but sometimes I do get hung up on the details. In this case, it was hard to fill every little gap between the pearls and the seashells, which bothered me, so I spent extra time going back in until I was satisfied. Fun fact about me, I don't like to be rushed. I feel like that's when things are more likely to go wrong. It just creates chaos and I desire peace. So I try to accommodate as much time as I need, including breaks. But one thing I'm perfect at is being imperfect, so I do rush sometimes. This project took me about 2.5 days, which is how much time I had to gift this to my friend at her bridal shower. So I wasn't able to let it fully dry for 48 hours, but this was my first time doing this type of hobby, so now I know how much time to give myself. Which is also why I like to know what's on the schedule so I can prepare myself, get everything in order, but sometimes the best moments are the unplanned ones, so it's important to be open-minded and kind to yourself. I've been working on being more present, soaking in every moment, instead of being anxious about what comes next, what's in the future. In a fast-paced world, I dare you to move slowly. The goal of life isn't to just be productive, but to grow and experience, so you have to live in order to learn. I've also fallen into the habit of building a system of routines that are made to work for me, so I have things in place to fall back on when I fall off. I've been keeping track of my routines, my moods, seasonal projects, anything important to me on the Notes app on my iPhone, or sometimes I journal it. That way, a bad moment doesn't turn into a bad day or week. Slip-ups will happen, but the focus here is how you recover to get back on track to achieve greatness. This has been a game changer for how I've been prioritizing my health and wellness. Your environment can also impact the way that you recover, so surround yourself with people who inspire you, who motivate you, and believe in your dreams. And before you know it, you'll find that your system that you can fall back on are your loved ones. My friend and I consider ourselves lucky girls because we assume things will go well for us, and naturally they do. So focus on what it is you want. The universe has a way of getting you there in a way that may not be what you expect, but you will be pleasantly surprised. I'm so happy with the way these accessories turned out. I put so much love and care into them, so keep an eye out. You guys will probably see a photo shoot with these coming up soon. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite, if you're willing to do this type of project, how much time you'll have to put into it, but it'll be so worth it. I'm actually thinking about embellishing a whole bunch of my other accessories now. For the final touches, I added a little bit of confetti paper to the bottom of the basket just to elevate the gifts a little more. I just think they blend together so well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!